One person has been pronounced dead and at least 10 are missing after a landslide occurred on the Italian island of Ischia. Leaders join President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv as Ukraine launches a summit to reignite grain exports. One person has been pronounced dead and at least 10 are missing after a landslide swept through the Italian island of Ischia off the coast of Naples early Saturday morning, according to the government delegate in Naples. Rescue teams continue their mission and predict a complicated night of searches hampered by weather conditions. The force of the mud sliding down mountainsides was strong enough to send cars and buses into the sea at the port of Casamicciola on the north end of the island. Ischia is located off the Gulf of Naples and recorded torrential rains which led to flooding that violently swept through everything in its path in the municipality of Casamicciola. In just 6 hours, Ischia recorded 126 millimetres of rain, the highest figure in the last 20 years. The governor, Vincenzo De Luca, said he asked the Italian government to declare a state of emergency. Poland's Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki was among the leaders who joined the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the launch of the Grain from Ukraine summit in Kyiv. In a bid to deliver to Africa's poorest countries, the initiative hopes to reignite grain exports, following major disruptions of shipments of Ukrainian grain worldwide due to Russia's invasion of the country. The summit was launched in the presence of political leaders from Poland, Lithuania, Hungary and Belgium.
Ukraine will
fulfill its export obligations regarding the supply of grain and other agricultural products to the world market. Ukraine is fighting for our life and fighting for the life of other nations so that they be free of slavery and hunger.
Last week, the Barbados-flagged Nordwind ship left the port of Odessa with reportedly 27,000 tons of wheat leaving for Ethiopia.
Death to America, they chant, as Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei addresses members of the Basij, part of the country's elite revolutionary guard. Khamenei denounced protests sparked by the death of a young woman in police custody for allegedly breaking strict Islamic dress rules. He said, "The problem is not a few rioters in the street, even if each rioter, each terrorist must be punished. The battlefield is much broader. The main enemy is the global arrogance." Protests continued on Saturday at some universities in the capital Tehran and other cities. Dozens of eye doctors have warned that many demonstrators have been blinded by the security forces during the disturbances. Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen has resigned as head of the ruling Democratic Progressive Party after the public overwhelmingly backed the opposition Nationalist Party in several major electoral races. While the president focused on concerns over the self-ruling island's relationship with China, which considers the territory as part of its own, many local experts think that it was not a big electoral issue.
France became the first nation to qualify for the last 16 at the World Cup in Qatar. PSG striker Kylian Mbappe scored twice with a late winner against Denmark. 2-1 was the score. Emotions were high for Australia also, who beat Tunisia 1-0 Saturday for only its third World Cup win in its history. Mitchell Duke gave Australia the lead midway through the first half with a header. France now leads Group D with a full 6 points. Australia is next with 3 points, while Denmark and Tunisia trail with just 1 point each. In a tense match, Argentina battled to beat Mexico 2-0 in thrilling fashion. A Lionel Messi goal just after the hour mark, followed by an Enzo Fernandez strike, secured the victory. In Group C's other match, Poland beat Saudi Arabia 2-0, with Robert Lewandowski scoring and Wojciech Szczesny saving from the penalty spot. Poland and Argentina face off in the group's final round of matches, in a group that is still wide open.